Hi, this is Miss Angelillo, and I'm going to now share with you how to create your color theory project. So you'll see that I have the notebook page up in my artist portfolio, and you will have that as well in yours. So first things first, you're going to want to select a picture that you would like to use for your project. So this could be any picture of your choosing. It could be a scene from a movie. It could be something related to music. It could be something sports related. It could be an abstract photo. The opportunities are endless. So you can choose any photo. I'm going to choose a photo of Kobe Bryant from one of his championships to use that for my color theory project. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that image. I already have it saved on my computer. So you'll see that it is right here. So you'll see that I've inserted my image here and I've placed it right underneath Color Theory Project. I'm also going to put a border around this image just to kind of make it look nice and clean. So there we go. I'm going to make it about 3 pixels and I'll change it to kind of a darker gray. Once I have the picture inserted, I'm now going to create the rectangle color tiles that we will be filling in with the color pattern of our choice. So we saw these previously when we were working on our color theory assignment. That was a review of our Ed puzzle where we looked at the Willy Wonka scene and I had you create complementary color swatches. So those same rectangles you are going to incorporate below your photo. So you'll do that by hitting Insert, Shape. You'll go ahead and you'll choose that rectangle shape. You are going to want to create 6 of these rectangles. So you'll see that I've created my first one. I'm going to adjust it. So you want to make sure to kind of space them down below your photo. I'm using Control C and then Control V to paste my next rectangle. It's helpful to make the process go a little bit faster. So now I've put together all of my color swatch rectangles. You'll see that I have a total of 12. We will be making 2 different color swatches off of this picture of Kobe Bryant here. So I am going to go ahead and start creating my first color swatch. So in looking off of the picture here, I see one color pattern for sure that sticks out right away, and that is complementary colors. You'll see that we have a lot of yellow and then we have a lot of that purple or violet that's kind of contrasting there. So I'm going to do my first color swatch, a fading from purple into yellow. You'll see that I've marked off one side of my color swatches to purple and the other side is going to be indicated with that yellow. So I'll use my first 3 rectangles to develop my shades of purple or my hues of purple, my different variations, and then my other last 3 to develop my 3 hues of yellow. And that way you'll see kind of both of those complementary colors to make up my first color palette. Here are my first 3. As you can see, I did a combination of 3 different values of that purple. I'm going to do the same for my yellow. And one tip too is that when selecting that color, you'll go ahead and you want to keep using that paint can, and don't forget to use the little custom tab here because that'll give you a bunch of varying hues of color to choose from. It's going to really extend your range of colors that you can use for this project. Another tip too that you'll see is that your paint can, when you see those custom colors, a lot of them will kind of be saved here. So you'll be able to see your work that you've previously done. So you'll see that I have my varying shades of yellow and violet or purple stored underneath this custom colors, which is helpful. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next color palette that I'll use, and then I'll go ahead and I'll label both of them to kind of finish up this first part of our project, our digital part of the project. So stay tuned and I will show you my second color palette for this photo here. So you see here for my second one, I used a value scale where I took the color violet and I then created a value scale going from a very dark, deep violet or purple to a very light shade of purple or violet. So you'll see these are my two color palettes that I've created that corresponds with this photo that I've selected here, really drawing on the confetti that you see going around in the photo. These are the two palettes I will use. Before I move on to the second part of this project, where we will start using our watercolors to paint these shades that we've created digitally, you just want to make sure that you label each of your color palettes that you have formed here. So you'll see here that I created a text box at the bottom. I indicated with the number 1 my first color palette, those complementary colors, and then the second one a value scale. So once you have completed this, you will move on to your next step.